Sure.
Okay, cool. So we had a little bit of technical difficulty there, but we're basically wrapping up the ED section.
Yeah.
And it's basically, if a girl can help out in the gummy bear department.
What female does not like gummy bears, you know?
No, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But this is it. But look, it certainly happened to me, and I think it happens to. So if it happens to you, don't worry about it too much. And maybe I'll hunt down this video and watch that.
Yeah,
right.
It's normal.
Put the link in it. Yeah.
I'll put the link into the video. Yeah.
It's normal.
Cool. All right. So you were saying you guys, obviously, you're a man and woman, and people assume that you've had some sort of relation there in the past. So what's going on there? Is it just purely friends, or?
Yeah, so we've always been platonic friends. When I met Steezy, I wasn't going through a breakup really, but it was kind of like I was fucking around with this guy for 2 years, and he was kind of taking advantage of the fact that I was giving him whatever he wanted and didn't require anything in return.
Yeah.
So I had kind of come to my wits' end. So I met him through that, and then he kind of took me under his wing, and is doing the same thing now that he did then, and kind of molding me to be his protege. Yes. So we've never fucked. Does anybody not believe us? Are there people on your end who are like, no, we had to?
So here's the funny thing about it. Whenever I would tell people the story of you and I, that, I had this friend from back home. We was cool. I fucked up and I went to a wedding. I didn't go to her gathering. She was pissed. She called me.
Stop saying it like that.
She called me a motherfucking fucked up individual, whatever. They all say, she wanted to smash. She wanted to smash. No, she did not. We were strictly friends.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever happened between me and Breeze. I don't want to go ahead and say that I see her as a sister. I never had, but I will go ahead and say that I just see her as just, it's like looking in the mirror, minus all the fucked up, sides of me. But this is the homie. It's legit. Like I just can't see her in that way. I'm not saying she's not attractive. I'm not saying none of that. It's just for some reason I'm blinded by that, because I'm a firm believer that the opposite sex, it's very hard to remain that platonic friendship without one person being attracted to the other. It's very rare. It's very rare that you get two of them that are not attracted to each other in that way. Because I could say she's beautiful, she could say I'm handsome, but we never would see each other like, hey, you want to fuck? Yeah. No.
And we do like say that to each other. Like from time to time, he'll be like, oh, your makeup looks good, or I like that. And he'll get a haircut and I'm like, oh, you look nice. So like we do compliment each other. It's not like we see each other and we think that, we're these disgusting looking people. But I've always had male friends that I didn't sleep with. I've always gotten upset when my friends, male or female, would not come through with when you say something to me. It's kind of like, you give me your word, you stand by your word. Again, Steezy likes to say he went to a wedding instead of my birthday party and I blew up at him. Nigga, you ain't say shit. You ain't say
that's
shit.
The bit. Yeah, that's the bit that's annoying.
That's the thing. If you would have said, Tosh, this person's gonna be here, this is my opportunity, I'm pretty sure I would have been like, dog, you said please don't do this, and what happened? She did it. And then you would have been like, yeah, but fuck all that, I love her. And I would have been like, all right, you owe me, but okay. And it would have been a completely different thing. But the fact that we were best friends, talking all the time, hanging out all the time, for him to literally not say anything. Could you imagine if you were waiting for your best friend to show up to your event and they don't tell you, like, they don't say anything?
Yeah.
And it's not even that I found out at that very moment, yo, I'm going to a wedding and this is why. It was just, I ain't coming.
I ain't coming. Yeah, that is.
What the fuck you mean you ain't coming? So, yeah.
Look, I was also young. Okay, I was young back then. We make mistakes. My bad. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry, but I also have plenty of male friends that I've never slept with. And I don't plan on. And when it comes to, Well, because that's just not me.
Because they got dicks, yeah.
Right.
But no, I have a lot of friends that I haven't slept with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me, on the other hand, I have female friends that I have had encounters with. All of them. Is that what you're saying? You're saying all of them?
Every female that you've had, you've slept with, except for me.
Derek, was your special. He doesn't want to ruin the friendship, but you're, what was I going to say? Are you friends with these women still though?
I am.
Friends like
they are friends. Like here's the thing. Here's what I try to explain to Breeze. Friends with benefits is not a bad thing. It sounds bad. At the end of the day, you guys are friends, but the beneficial side that you have is that you sleep with each other. And the benefit of that is it's not weird. It's not weird after. Like we can literally talk about, hey, you want to go get something to eat after this? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. So it's not like, hey, are you going to call me tomorrow? Or are you still going to be my friend? It's not weird. And I honestly, I hate to say it, but I do believe friends with benefits, I might get bashed a little with this. I feel like friends with benefits is a little bit better than dating. Because I feel like you guys start off as friends. So even if you do decide to cut off the sexual aspect of it, you're still friends because you got that bond. Versus dating, you grow to like a chick and it just don't work out. Y'all ain't even friends anymore. So not only are you not having sex, but you're not even friends anymore. So I think the friends with benefits it works out just fine.
Well, maybe the way the sort of model I've got of it in my head is that maybe the reason women are less keen on it in general is that it's like if you're in a friends with benefits situation with someone, it's kind of like time is standing still to an extent, right? It's like we're not building anything, it's not marriage, it's not kids. And then for the guy, it's like, well, yeah, I've got more time than you. Like biology is more on my side. So I think the girl is like, I don't have this much time. We've got to get on with it. We've got to get on with something. And I think, and like obviously a girl might just be like, look, I really, 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 really deep down, I really don't want to get married. I really don't want to have kids. So in that case, yeah, fine. I can mess around. But I think that's why a lot of women have a problem with it because they think, look, eventually this needs to be going somewhere because I've got kids in my future.
And it can. I've had friends that, I've slept with that actually grew into a relationship. So it can. I'm not saying it can't. And the beauty of it is, even though that didn't work out, that relationship didn't work out, we're still friends to this day.
Yeah, but they don't have a ring and they don't have kids from you.
Do you still sleep together?
I'm sorry, Kieran. You what were you saying?
No, you don't. They don't have a ring. So in your mind, this might be a success, but in their mind, maybe not such a success because they don't have your ring. They don't have your children.
Nah, they don't. But I mean, to answer your question, Breeze, because I know you're going to ask it again. It depends. It depends.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you took sex out of the equation,
would they still be my friend?
Do you think?
I don't. We spoke about this, and sometimes I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like sometimes they just wouldn't.
So, are you really friends?
We are with benefits.
Yeah, but once the benefits go away, are you really friends? You just said the beauty of friends with benefits and why you think it's better than dating is because after the benefits, you still have that friendship. Whereas if you're dating somebody, you don't have that friendship once everything goes to shit. You still don't have that friend once you take the benefits away.
That's not all of them, though.
Also, maybe if you get a serious girlfriend or wife, or whatever, she's probably not going to be so happy with you being friends with these.
Yeah, that's actually played a course plenty of times, and that's when it becomes hard because you got to tell your friend that you've been friends with for years that I got to cut you off. And then it becomes so you chose her, but why not me?
And I was your friend. That's so first of all, I just like to put a little disclaimer. I'm currently looking for friends with benefits. So if you like what you see and you'd like to submit an application, Kieran, please make sure that our email is in the description of the show notes. But I personally don't feel like I could even be in a friends with benefits situation for an extended period of time. I think it's for the time being, this is cool, this is great. But once we take that benefit out, I don't really see myself staying platonic friends with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know that that's ever, that has never happened in my past either.
I think that just means because you are really attracted to this person, and if you're not sleeping with them, you don't want nothing at all. And
You're probably right.
And to me, that's selfish, because
I'm a
here I
selfish
am.
motherfucker.
Okay, well, here I am. I'm your friend. You know, I enjoy being friends with you, but just because we can't sleep with each other no more does not mean we can't be friends.
To me, if I wanted to keep somebody in my life for the rest of my life, I'm gonna do what I did with you and not sleep with them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, but that's you.
Right.
Okay,
That's
right.
me. But that's how I see it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna be mature enough to be comfortable with my partner being friends with somebody who they've slept with. Could you imagine your girlfriend?
No, I cannot. Don't even finish. I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna go hang out with Brad. You know, yeah,
Hell
we
no.
used to fuck with each other, but we're just friends. We haven't done that in so many years.
Yeah.
And that's no.
Nah, not me.
So to me, if I find value in the friendship before it becomes a friends with benefits situation, and I'm gonna want to keep this person around for the rest of my life, I don't feel like it's the best decision for me to sleep with them.
I agree. Yeah. I just think it gets messy.
What about you? You never had a. Here we are, blabbering. You never had a friends with. I mean, you're not gonna get in trouble, are you?
No.
Okay.
This is what. So when I was saying before, I feel like I've tried the non-traditional things. So like, yeah, I've been seeing multiple people at once. Yeah, friends with benefits. But I feel like I'm a bit not scarred would be too harsh a word, but it's like I was seeing this girl for 2 years, and it was never exclusive, and it made her crazy. Like, she was a mentally sound person at the beginning, and she was mentally unsound at the end, and it was like, and I don't like, it's like, and I never did anything. I never did anything that I had promised that I wouldn't do, or anything like that, because I've been very upfront, and it was just brutal, and it was just, and she was just, losing it because of it, and the way I look at the world now, I feel like, like I say, look, if I broke up, I would collect a couple friends with benefits, I think, for a little bit, just while you're going through all that emotional turmoil. But it's that thing of like, I think the biggest, I don't have children yet, but I think the big adventure is going to be having children, and so I need to set the groundwork for that. I need to have my partner, and we're engaged now, and do you see what I mean? So it's like, that's how I want to gear myself up. But so I've done it. I think a girl could do it. Like, she can do friends with benefits if she's just come out of a relationship and her head's all over the place, or she's early 20s. But yeah, I don't think it's a long-term plan for her. And then and like for me, I just want something different now.
You still talk to her?
No.
Does she watch your show?
Yeah. You know what? So I did actually reach out, because she's got a family now and all of that, and I saw that she'd done this like fitness thing, and I was like, oh yeah, well done. Like, this is great to see. Awesome. Like, really, this is awesome. Like,
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, and really not in a slimy, like, I'm trying to get you thinking about me again. Like, I'm with my girl, I'm perfectly happy. And like, so it was like, oh, you've inspired me, I'm gonna go and do some running and stuff like that. And then she just like came back with like, she was still not happy, basically. So I was like, oh, okay.
Because you gotta understand what you did there, man. So in our world, there's something called the "Hey Big Head" or "Hey Stranger" text.
Yeah.
When you see someone that you were involved with many years ago, and then you just, I don't want to say intentionally, but subconsciously, you become toxic, and you want to reach out to them like, "Hey, big head. Hey, stranger.
It's like,
how you doing?"
Text. It's like, you up? Like,
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what we're talking about. So,
But I
so
honestly
basically,
wasn't doing that. Well, unless it's unconscious and I don't know, but I really, really wasn't. I don't think.
sure you wasn't
But
doing
maybe.
it, man. Sure you
Don't get
wasn't
him in
doing
trouble.
it.
Don't get
Okay, all right, all right, all right. But
You're
anyway,
happy.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
happy.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
happy. She got her shit together. You're getting your shit
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
have a
cool.
question.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Did she ever require more of you when you guys were just friends with benefits?
Yeah, well, she would have been much happier making it exclusive, yeah, and having.
But how did she voice that to you?
I've got to think now. Well, she sort of like she would. I don't know. She would like bring it up, but I was just like very firm on it. So it was like from the get go, I was like, look, I'm really not. I never will. Like I can get feelings for you and whatnot. But that was the thing as well. We weren't like keeping a distance. We was hanging out all the time. Like I think every day.
Do you
So
think that you didn't see yourself being with her? Is that why you? Because how could you hang out with somebody every day and spend all of this time with them?
Yeah.
And it's almost as if you had a commitment, but when you wanted to go and do what you wanted to do, you would do it. Is that because you just didn't see a future with her?
I didn't know, because I was like, I wasn't long out of a relationship, like a very serious one, and I was just like, no, I'm not. I'm just. I cheated in the previous relationship. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be held down and break any commitments or anything like that. So I was just like, look, yeah, it's definitely not going to be the way. So she wouldn't really convince me, because I think I was just quite firm, but it would just sort of come out, and it would you're gone.
Yeah, and every now and then you'd have to hit her with what you thought this was, a relationship. I get it. You'd have to reassure her like, yo, this is we us. This is just us. Like,
Yeah.
I've been there. But you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, I'll admit it. We know what we want.
Yes. Yeah.
Because,
do you know what was weird? Just one thing that was weird about it was that, like, say in a regular relationship, like you're monogamous, like if that other person cheated, it's like a bad thing, right? But because we didn't have that, in some, like I'm closer now with my girl than I've been with any other girl, but in some ways, because you're not even cheating if you sleep with someone else. So because that's sort of taken off the table, it's like, well, yeah, I've gone and slept with someone else, you know about it, and I've come back. There's kind of, it's not a closeness, but it's like, I guess it is kind of like a closeness, but like a toxic closeness. It's like, even if I went and slept with someone else, that's not even going to put us apart. So what
wait,
is
whoa, hold on. You need to dumb
mean?
that down. Dumb that down for me. What do you mean? If
Well, so,
you
all right,
sleep...
so say if I was seeing Breezy and we're monogamous, right? If I go and sleep with someone else, and I come back and I tell her, it's like that the relationship might be over, or we've changed now. Something's now different. If I'm seeing this other girl and I go and sleep with someone else and come back, it's not a big enough thing to. It's not going to cause a rift in the relationship. So it's like, it's almost like, well, even that won't get you to break up. Do you see what I mean?
That's a new thing, though, man. That's something that evolved within time, because that did not exist back then. You know, and Breeze, ain't you looking for something like that now, where you could be with someone? The whole thing where
back then?
The whole thing where you're sleeping with that person, and then they go sleep with this person. And they tell you, "Hey, man, yeah, I fucked the shit out of this chick the other day." Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, tell me about it. How was it? That shit did not exist back then at all.
What did you do to her?
Right, but
what did she do to you?
Breeze is looking for that. She wants somebody that she could just fuck and be like, "Hey, man, this chick's hitting you up. Go fuck her. Let me know what it's like." That's what Breeze is looking for.
But your ex presumably does your ex listen to this, Breezy?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, he's like, all right, cool. My ex is on a tear. That's great.
I fucking hope not. I actually just found out earlier today that I think my grandmother listens to this.
Wow.
Anyway,
Hey,
no, but so he's not blocked on anything. So if he goes on any of my social media, he'll see me promoting it. So I'm pretty sure one day he's gonna listen to it. And I just want you to know that I tried, it didn't work. I'm sorry, and this is who I am now.
Because of me. But anyway,
he asked me if I was seeing Paris.
Yeah,
He
well,
asked me-
naturally, I mean, yeah, you would think that. I thought that at the start. I thought you guys might be.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
we're just friends, man.
He's got those. I mean, he can seduce anyone with those dulcet tones. I'm like, if you got an ASMR channel as well, bro.
What is it? Everybody. You know what's funny about that? People on Breeze's side, they feel like I make my voice like that, but this is how I speak. People think that I intentionally be like, "Hey, yeah, you know how you doing?" No, this is how I speak. This is my speaking voice. Puberty hit me well.
Nice. You know, when you're dirty talking, you go that little bit lower though, right? I don't dirty
He
talk.
doesn't dirty talk.
I don't dirty talk.
He doesn't dirty talk.
That's just not cool, man.
Let's talk about it. Let's
I want to hear it. Come on, let's talk about dirty.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm very silent. You might as well say I'm mute in the bedroom. In the bedroom, I'm mute. I'm not the one to moan. I'm not the one that says, yeah, you like that. Oh yeah, I don't do none of that.
What about like encouraging noises? Like, a bit of that?
Nah, I don't
grunt.
grunt.
It feels good.
Every now and then I might be like, oh, you feel good. But that's only because she said it first.
But so you won't get it. There's none of that like get fucking back here. You don't do any of that.
Oh God, no.
Huh?
Okay, Kieran.
Yeah. No.
You don't do that?
I don't do none of that, man.
What
I'm
about,
just
God, yeah, sorry.
I just breathe, and the only sound I'll make is probably when I'm climaxing. And it's
right.
All right. There you go. You know, and I'm done.
You know the best one is if you shout your own name. That'll give a girl a complex. What's wrong?
If I say my name?
Yeah, shout your own name if you come.
I gotta try that. I've got to try that.
Don't fucking do that. Do not do that.
Yeah, but I'm very what you would call, some people would call it weird. I call it different.
Right.
I don't do the dirty talk. I don't do the sexting. I don't send pictures.
Right.
You know, because I'm a grower, not a shower.
But grow and then send the picture.
I don't do that. It's just not.
Nobody wants a picture of your soft dick.
I get that. But it's just not me. I don't do none of those things. And the stuff that the average typical male does, and no offense to any of you guys out there, I just don't do it. And it's worked for me thus far. You know.
What? Tell us about dirty talk, Breezy. Do you like it?
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Listen, man. Listen. Look.
Let's hear
this girl right here is borderline.
I've told her
it's borderline sick. Like, I've told Breeze that the shit that she says and requests and wants to do and does to males, it needs to be on Dateline NBC. You know, Chris Hansen needs to come in and say, you know, you want to have a seat? You know, it's just go ahead though, Breeze. I don't want to tell your life story. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
She's
turning red.
I feel like what the things that I talk about are normal. What he's referring to about the request is one time I asked a man to send me a picture of his asshole.
Is that weird?
It wasn't for sexting though, and we just covered this in one of our previous episodes. It wasn't for sexting. He wanted me to send dirty pictures of myself, and I didn't want to send any pictures to him. So I had to think of the most outlandish thing that I could request from him in order for him to not ask me to send any pictures. Like, oh, I'm not doing that. If that's what you need, I'm not. So I said, send me a picture of your asshole, and I want to see the cheeks, the hands holding. I want to see your hands holding the cheeks open. So he went into the bathroom. He put the phone on self timer. He bent over and he sent me a picture of his booty hole. And and another time, I have this one guy that I chat with. We've never done anything in person, but I have this one guy that it's kind of like a dominant submissive relationship. And I made him come in his pants and like walk around in public with it, not outside, but like jerk off and like make a mess in his pants, pull his pants up and and walk outside with it.
So wait, okay, so you're the dominant one in the relationship?
In some relationships, primarily
Yeah.
I would be submissive, but there aren't. So I had another guy who liked to wear women's panties. There was another guy who liked to be in a what is it called, in a chastity belt or a cock cage.
Okay.
He also liked to dress in women's clothing. Who else have I had?
Man, look, I just like chicks that like walks on the park.
This is by far a requirement of mine. It is not a requirement. It's not a typical relationship that I partake in. And normally I primarily participate in vanilla sex. I need to say that because people on Steezy's end think that this is who I am 24/7. Right. Right. That's and normally in the bedroom when I'm with my typical partners, I'm the submissive one. You know, I do what I'm told, or you know, if they want to flip me over, if they want to be the dominant one, you know, they do that. And I've only tied up one partner and he didn't like that. So that was kind of like an experiment thing that we did, and he almost broke the bed. But I'd love to tie somebody else up.
You see the look in her eyes. You see the look in her eyes when she says she's sick. but you know what? To each his own. But I think we all want to know out there, Kieran, if like let's just say, you know, when you were getting into the relationship that you're in now, right? Let's say your girlfriend said, "Hey, I want you to go in the bathroom and send me a picture." Yeah. So would you do that? I just want to know. Would you do that?
He would do it.
Shit, man.
It's not like it depends. If it's like
it depends.
If it was like strategic to do it, then I might.
He would do it.
I wouldn't rule it out. Yeah.
It's okay, Kieran. Send that booty hole. It is okay.
She wouldn't want to see it, man. She wouldn't want to see that.
Do you? This might be TMI. Do you like getting your ass eaten?
Oh wow.
So yeah, good question. Good question.
Yeah.
My girl doesn't do it, and I'm not unhappy that she doesn't do it because I want to. Okay. I think that's like it's not. So I've been with a girl and she's done that, but I think that's more for like a girl that you're seeing. You know, it's one of those things. It's like you kind of like the ultra dirty kinky stuff. You kind of want to do with a girl that's not gonna be your long-term girl. I think maybe that's wrong.
No. You got a point there.
Yeah,
you got a point there. When it comes to like doing the most unforgivable shit, I don't think you really want to do that with your long-term partner.
Wow, I would completely think the opposite. I'd want to do it with my long-term partner.
Well, I mean, if we're talking like A2M stuff like that, I mean,
what's that?
Ass to mouth.
Oh. I just say, do you eat ass? Do you eat ass?
Nah, yeah, I'll poke it. I'm not dining out. Like
right. Yeah. Fork and knife.
I get something to go every now and again.
But I feel like it is because I think when it comes to men, we just have this it's a mutual respect that we have for our significant other that we just don't want to do it. Like for example, I don't want to be with my girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever, and you know we're fucking, and then I'm gonna just let me nut on your face. I don't want to do that to my my significant other.
Yeah.
Some scallywag, sure, motherfucker, not, but not my significant other.
I would say the nut on the face is like one of my extremes.
Right.
But Steezy's probably gonna be like, oh, that's your extreme.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that.
No. Don't come on my face. Don't come on my face. I don't like. That's not something that I participate in ever.
Do you like it, Steezy? Because I think it's like post-nut clarity. You're looking at this girl with cum all over her face, and I'm just like, ugh.
Are you asking me if I've ever done that? You asking me if I've ever?
It's not a turn on for me.
It's really not a turn on.
I don't like. I will do some nasty motherfucking shit, but don't come on my face.
That's crazy.
Fair request.
Breeze would actually, she'd peg a motherfucker, but she wouldn't have him come in her face. So you put something in a dude's.
Thank you, Kieran. Thank you.
What the fuck is going on?
One
Thank you.
doing, the other one is something being done to you, isn't it? Like, I mean,
Right.
Hold the fuck up. So you mean to tell me you could have me on all fours to put something in my butt, but I can't nut on your face? Nah, man, get me out of here.
But that's you. But like this, I don't you think it's mad that it's just like we kind of expect women to like swallow? It's like, have you thought about how fucking terrible that must be?
Well, it's because it's
like
it's what we grew up watching on the internet. You know, that's
so what
exactly
you're saying is
what
we
it
need
is.
more pegging on the internet.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Well, no, all right. So I've got a question for you guys. So like I said, a lot of our channel is like dating, but for a guy, right? Like because oftentimes, obviously, they're the guys guys are the ones approaching, but for like sort of tactics for women. So what would you say? Do you have any tactics like don't sleep on the first date? Because right, so that girl that I'm talking about who I did some dirty stuff with, I met her, and on the first night, so literally the way I met her was like I was at a bar and I was having a cigarette outside, and she walked past, and I was like, I'm heading home now. Do you want to come? Like from nowhere, and she came back, and we're in the bed, and she goes on the first night, and she goes, "Do you like anal?" And I was like, I could go for some anal, sure. And we did that, and I started seeing her for a little bit, and she was very submissive. So she was very sort of, this is where we could experiment. But what I was thinking is, so when she said that on the first night, do you like anal? In my single mind, I'm like, great, excellent. But it didn't make me think, oh yeah, I need to make this girl my girl. So what would you say to women about strategy or anything like that? Would you say anything about that?
I have never fucked somebody the first day that I met them, even if I'm just fucking around. By the way, we have a 6-minute warning. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can. No, so yeah, we'll do this and then we'll maybe wrap up. But yeah,
I've never fucked on the first date. I've never fucked the first time that I've met somebody. And when I'm dating somebody, to me, I'm very, very big on communication and honesty. If you're looking for a girlfriend, say that. Be intentional with what your purpose is to be in my life. So if I'm looking for somebody to be my boyfriend, I will absolutely not be as ratchet as I can be, because I gotta reel you in, and I gotta make sure you like me before I show you who I really am. Because you meet somebody and, oh, here's this girl, she's got this crazy mouth on her and she could be this. So all of a sudden you think that that's everything about me, and that's not everything about me. I'm like this when I'm comfortable and with my friends, so it'll be a big part of who I am, but I'm also very appropriate. I'm a very I don't even know how to explain what I am. I'm just I don't want to say typical female,
lady in the streets, freak in the sheets.
Yeah, no, but you were saying you'll hold that ratchetness off until you've got to know them a little bit, and I think that's probably about right. Because if you're saying that like anal first night, I think the guy puts you in the same category.
Yeah, no, you cannot get the booty hole first night. You can't get the booty hole if you're not committed.
That's a fair
and yeah, that's there are certain things that I save for a boyfriend, and what is it called? Raw sex is one of them. I don't have raw sex unless you're my boyfriend. Not just committed. You need to be my monogamous boyfriend in order for us to partake in raw sex. Otherwise, I'm super, super, super big on condoms. I will stop you in the middle of sex. And like if it got to that point, I'd stop you and say, oh no, you need to put a condom on. Yeah. Those are some of the things that I would say.
That's well put. Dude, maybe Steezy, do you find like the number of girls who don't say shit about a condom? And you're like, why don't you care? Like,
my friends.
Listen, man. Look, listen. That to me, I've spoken to Breeze about it. I'm real paranoid when it comes to that.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to unprotected sex, most people think, I'm not going to get pregnant. I'm not worried about the pregnancy factor. It's the STDs that I'm worried about. Because if you're letting me do this with you unprotected, how many other people are you letting do this to you? And you're not going to voice that. Of course, you're not going to say, yeah, man, I fuck everybody with no condom. You might say, I don't like condoms. It takes away the feeling. I'm allergic, but you know what? Yeah,
If you're allergic, we're gonna saran wrap this dick or something.
right. So, but I honestly, when it comes, I agree with Breeze. When it comes to unprotected sex, I feel like it's somebody it's my girlfriend or I'm exclusively dating with. That's how I so that's one thing we agree on.
Good
most
rule.
definitely.
It's definitely a good rule. Well, like you said, Breezy, it looks like we're wrapping up. So could you guys tell us more about where to find you and that good stuff, please?
Yeah, Steve, you want to take us out?
Yeah, so you could find me and Breezy on any of the podcast platforms. We're on iHeart, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on Amazon, we're on all the above.
Google.
Yeah, Google. All you got to do when you go to podcast, just type in I'm saying though. That's the letter M, SAYINTHO. I'm saying though, and that's Breezy and Steezy. You can also reach us at Breezy and the letter N, Steezy at gmail.com. And we're looking for questions, comments, concerns, advice. We release the episode every Monday. And actually, Kieran, we're hoping one of these times you're on, one of our shows, and we really appreciate you having us on here. This was
it's
great.
all my pleasure, guys. I mean, this is definitely the most fun that I've had to do. So yeah, definitely. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to come and speak with you guys on your pod. So good. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there, and I'll hopefully speak to you guys soon.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Most definitely, man. Take care.
Peace.